This video is sponsored by Keen. Keen is a network where psychics and spiritual advisors can offer their services, and they currently have a killer discount for new users, 10 minutes for only $1.99. I gave Keen a try, and I was pleasantly surprised. I had a one-on-one experience with a live psychic through the phone. However, there is a live chat option as well. There are no surprise charges or hidden fees, and they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. This offer is perfect for those of you who are on the fence about getting your first psychic reading, or for those of you that need 24-hour support. Plus, once you sign up, Keen will send you weekly reading discounts. Don't worry about taking business away from me. I do get a commission for new signups, so it's a win-win. Get this offer by going to trykeen.com/snowcitytarot or by clicking my link in the pinned comment. Have you ever wondered who your soulmate is and what they might look like? Well, I'll be answering that question in today's Pick a Card reading. As you can see, I have 4 piles today. We have 1 through 4, starting from left to right. If you'd like to participate in today's reading, please close your eyes and take a deep breath, in through the nose and out through the mouth, and ask your guides, guardians, ancestors, or angels, what does your soulmate look like? Who are they? Once you feel ready, you can open your eyes and pick one of the piles in front of you. If you're drawn to more than one, feel free to select that one as well, as you could have multiple soulmates. So when you're ready, you can click on the timestamps below, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, Group 1. So, who is your soulmate and what do they look like? So, we've got Sagittarius, we've got Soul, which is another name for Sun. We've got Seeker, Pioneer. We've got the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Strength card here for the career cards, Travel, and then this is Garden and Mice. And then after this, I'm going to take some letters and some charms to see if we can get some more extra information. So, this person, we have the Sagittarius and the Sun. I think this person has their, together. It looks like this person could easily be, more than well off, I want to say. And I think that they might be doing it as like a commercial pilot of some kind. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have Sagittarius, I've got Strength, and I've got Travel. So Strength, of course, has this horse with the wings, and it's obviously about travel. So I think that distance and travel has a very big part to play in this person's life. I think that they could possibly be foreign to you, and they may possibly also be in the military or have like a military background. So even if they're a commercial pilot, they could be retired, or I guess it would be considered retired. Even if they're young, you can still retire from the military. And they could be working as like a commercial airline pilot for passenger planes or even cargo. They could be also somebody who might, pilot, captain, might be a captain of like a ship, like a freight thing. And I think that that's going to be the biggest theme here, is this person is going to be coming and going. They might be from very, very far away, or they might travel very, very far away. So you could be at a distance too. This could simply be saying this person's at a distance to you, and then they might also have like a different life experience, a different philosophy, a different way of seeing things, because of this Jupiterian Saturn energy. Sagittarian energy. So another thing to note, though, this person can very well, though, be in the military, the Air Force, the Navy, the Army. And I say this because Sagittarius is, in my experience, kind of indicates people that do shoot things. One of the greatest snipers of all time, his name was the White Death. You can look him up. He had the most kills of all the snipers, and he was a Sagittarius. And actually, the day that he had fought in that particular war and gotten that many kills was his birthday, which I was like, holy crap, this guy did all this on his birthday. Anyway, I'm still amazed at his chart, so I just thought I'd mention that. But anyway, that kind of indicates, though, people that do like to literally shoot things, like an archer. So also what we see here is the Sun card, and I think that this indicates somebody who's mature. They could be they have a good, strong sense of self, a good, strong sense of direction, where they're going in life. And because this is the sun to you, I think that there's going to be a bit of a juxtaposition. Like, you may not feel that you are up to par with this person's experience in life. And from your perspective, you could see them in some cases as a father figure, because this is a, it could be romantic, but it also could be a friend. This is just a soulmate, and you have many. So this could be the one that's coming up the one that's coming next that's most important to you. So this person's going to probably be a really big inspiration in your life. It's really fantastic to see this card here. The reason why I say this person could be like a father figure is because the sun can represent paternity and, that sort of authority. So this could also indicate another connection here with state and government. So I think that this person could work for the state or, like I said, military. And I'm seeing again here with the Seeker and Pioneer as well. So these are very heavy on travel. Like this reading was kind of crazy because there's so many references to traveling abroad, distant lands, going distant places, being a foreigner. So this person could very well be a different race, ethnicity, nationality than you, and they may be very foreign to you. In some cases, this can also talk about somebody that's really worldly and somebody that is a philosopher, somebody who has a lot of ways of seeing life. So with these cards, though, we've got, it says Seeker, it says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So this could also indicate that this person might be living abroad as, going to school in another country. This could be somebody who's just a traveler for the sake of wisdom. They could be just, maybe they're doing the whole 1960s, trip to the east. And, who knows? They might be doing that. Let's see here. We have Pioneer, and it says passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, which indicates this person is probably in the position of a leader. A leadership position, and I think that they might be the one who initiates a lot of these trips out. Possibly they may be the leader of it, the head of it. They could be the guide. This person is in charge. This person has a lot of authority to them, and it's a very powerful individual that you're going to be meeting. So I'm going to look at the details, like what does this person look like? And because I know some of you might be looking for specific genders here, like if you're looking for a romantic soulmate and that's what's on your mind when you pick these, then I have descriptors for male and female. And these are also kind of like more details about like their a more refined look at it. So if it's a man, we are looking at the Knight of Wands. So this is somebody that might be very pale, like my color or the color of this guy here. This person could literally be a ginger. And maybe he's got those abs. But this is somebody that is going to be rather pale. And I think that this is going to be indicating the person's age to be around 20 to 35. So because of the standing of this reading and the experience level this person appears to have, I'm going to say they're probably late 20s into their 30s. Queen of Wands here is for those of you looking for a woman. So if this is a woman, this is indicating another fair-skinned person. This person is being seen as a blonde. So she could look very close to this. If not, the hair color is not too specific here, but sometimes the cards can come out really literally. But this Queen of Wands is going to be a little bit more mature. She's going to be 40 plus, so because she's a queen. So she'll be 40 plus, and she'll have light, fair skin, just like me here and this guy. So the next part here is other descriptions. Is we've got the Garden card and the mice. Garden can represent somebody who has just a real good overall appearance. Like you look at them and you're like, that's nice. They're really well put together, and they may not be like the typical description of beauty, but they actually, might be your like ideal sense of beauty. Like this could be whatever you're into. This person's got it. We'll just say that. Mice is the other side of this. It's kind of indicating this person could have some kind of flaws to the skin. This could mean that they've got pockmark sort of divots in the face, in the skin. This can sometimes mean stretch marks. It can mean discolorations, maybe birthmarks on the skin. I maybe like a port wine wine. I think it's a birthmark technically, but you could be seeing something like that, or scars, something of that nature. So that's what I see there. So I'm gonna get some charms here. Any more details that we can get for this person, please? Details to describe this person for group 1. Actually, I'm going to put this here. Ooh, this person lives bold, I want to say. Second, I'm going to take one more. And I got this arrow again. So we still have this artillery, infantry sort of vibe here. Oops, sorry. Oh, I just dropped all my letters. So, and we also got, let's see, we got M, we've got T, one more please, and A. So these could be the letters of this person's name. It could be their last, it could be their first. Yeah, that could be their names. So let's see what else we have here. We've got Leo, we've got the bouquet, we've got the bottle, we've got strawberry, this arrow, and then this lock. So I want to say this person's personality could be quite reserved. I think that they might have children, some of them, for some of you, or this might indicate that this is somebody who looks a lot younger than they are. We also have Leo. So again, leadership position. This person could be an officer. If you're looking at the military, this person could be like a captain or something. Somebody who's very brave, somebody who's very bold and loyal too. So this person has really amazing leadership qualities. The lock here, though, indicates that there's some sort of like off-limits thing here. It may not necessarily mean that this person isn't available if you're interested in dating them. It just might mean that this person could be hard to reach sometimes. This could also mean that this person might be a little bit reserved, like they might not be an open book right away. And with bouquet, we see somebody who's very pleasant, polite, good manners. This is definitely someone you want to take home to your mama. And then with the strawberry, we have someone who might be on the more sensual side. The strawberry is a very fertile symbol in symbolism, and the seeds indicate, fertility in that way. So it's possible this person might have a bit of an appetite for these sorts of things, which isn't bad. I mean, I'm sure if that's what you're looking for. But other than that indicates some level of sweetness here. So anyway, that is your reading group 1. Thank you for watching, and if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, group 2. So, who is your soulmate, and what do they look like? So, we've got Scorpio, Luna, which is the moon, King, Mother. We've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. This card from the Careers deck I've got, it's Counseling and Sensitivity. And then we've got the Cross, and then we have the Tree. And then after that, I'm going to get you some letters for name initials, and I'm going to get you some charms for some further detail. So, who is this person? So, Scorpio is here. This is a very passionate, intense sign. This person is probably very loyal, and honestly, they might be kind of spiritual in the sense that they also believe in soulmates. So, especially when we have the moon here as well, I think this person is probably kind of on the fortunate side. I think that they might have kind of come in to some of the things in their life. I don't think that they're necessarily self-made. They might have had a leg up, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a different upbringing. I know some of us, have different karma. We get different things, and sometimes we have to work harder for things than others. So I do get that sense here just because of the king, the mother, Luna, it's fortune here. I'm just getting this vibe here that this person has this sort of thing. But I think you'll find that they're very down to earth because Scorpio's opposite to Taurus, right? Taurus is about, attaining material things. Scorpio is the opposite to that. So honestly, they're a little bit minimalistic. They don't like to have a whole lot of junk. They don't like to have a lot of unnecessary stuff. The sign is about cutting out things that you don't need. And I think that this person is probably very discerning in who they let into their inner circle. So there is this secretive aspect to them, but don't see it as someone who's like holding back. It's somebody that's trying to be very selective, I think, when it comes to who they let in. So when they do let you in, they're going to treat you very well. I think that you'll be probably pampered to all, pampered like crazy by this person because Scorpio is incredibly devoted. These are the people that are so intense in their nature towards friends and loved ones. They're the type of people that'll walk like 100 miles on broken feet for you. So once you really get in with this person, that's it. You're set. This person could be very psychological, though, as well. Somebody who's interested in psychology, interested in the occult sciences. They might be a little bit witchy, a little bit spooky. You kind of get that with these two cards here. The moon can represent emotional and psychological states. And with this card as well, is really kind of backing that up. Now, there is a fire to Scorpio because it is its main ruler is Mars. Its co-ruler is Pluto, but the main ruler being Mars indicates this person could be a little bit feisty and a little bit ruthless if people step on them. Like with a Scorpio, they have this power to them where they'll sting themselves to get to the enemy, so they'll stick their stinger through themselves to the enemy. It's like kind of like, putting themselves at risk for a mission. It's kind of sacrificial, but it's not really in the best way. It's not like the martyr type. It's more like the win at all costs type. So, because you have this Plutonian and this Martian energy. So for a water sign, Scorpio is quite aggressive and quite feisty. So, but I think that's if you get them mad, because I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart too. So I'm not like implying that all Scorpio people are like, like ruthless, mean people. That's not the case. It's just, when you see this part of the Scorpio, you'll remember it. That's the thing. For most part, they can sit in the background as this pleasant sort of like you wouldn't even know that there was a storm raging behind their eyes. But you'll see them and they'll be like, very, very relaxed, maybe a little mysterious. But yeah, don't step on their toes. This person, you want them to fight for you, not fight against you, really. So we have King. It says enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. So I do think that this person could be that type of leader, the one who does maybe fall on their sword for other people. It says shadow attributes, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without strength. This is sort of why I'm coming from this. This is where I'm getting this vibe that this person is maybe they're living through maybe not necessarily like a trust fund or anything like that. Maybe some of them are, but I feel like maybe some of their success in life was handed to them. So they didn't really have to work too hard for it. So even though, these are soulmates, so, you'll like them regardless, but it's like that might be a little bit of a disconnect for you. Maybe they might not see eye to eye on certain things when it comes to labor and hard work. But for the most part, I'm just seeing that this person might have acquired their status from someone else. It doesn't mean that they're abusing it by any means. They may be very humble about it. So we've got mother. It says nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. And it says shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. I think this person is probably, embodying the lighter attributes here, because I wasn't really looking into getting some kind of negative traits out of this person. But for the most part, I think this person's going to be very devoted and very caring. This is going to be somebody who's watching over you, perhaps. caring for you, and they may very well have their own children too, because we've got Luna being the moon, being the mother, and then we have mother here. So we've got these mother archetypes kind of describing this person. So this person, if they haven't had children yet, they may desperately want children, or they may be the type of person who mothers other people. If they don't have kids, they kind of, that their maternal instinct might leak out into other areas of life. They may be very good with pets. That's another thing. So what am I saying? So what else? So as far as what this person looks like, we've got the King of Swords and then the Queen of Pentacles. So as a man, I have two descriptors here to explain what this person looks like. If they're a man, if they're a woman, I have this one here. So if this is a man, this is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is indicating a mature, older person. So we're looking at 40, think like 30, 35, 40 plus as far as the age range. This can show somebody that is kind of like mid-tone or olive complexion. The Queen of Pentacles is also somebody who's 35 plus, somebody who's a little bit older, more mature. And this could be this person is a dark complexion. Queen of Pentacles would be representing a dark complexion. So that could be someone who's like, it's hard because it's like olive. Olive is like Mediterranean. So this person might be a lot more tan. So they could be from, Middle East, India, or maybe African descent, someplace with darker skin. So we have, for this person's career, what they do all day, we've got counseling, and it says, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. And it said sensitivity. It says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. I have a feeling this person might be like a counselor, therapist, somebody who works with people that might be more emotional than others, like in a stabilizing way. I think this person has to take care of those people. They could literally be a counselor, psychiatrist, therapist, life coach is another one I could see here, and or just like a mentor. This could be someone who's interested in mentoring, guidance counselor, advisor of some kind. That's another position this person could hold. And in some cases, this could be somebody who works with like troubled youth. That's another thing. You kind of have to have a level of sensitivity there, as well as a nurturing sort of energy. I mean, we do have Queen of Pentacles, and she's quite nurturing as well. So we could be looking at troubled youths or something like that. Child psychology is another thing. Basically, this person's sensitivity and kindness are going to be the focal point for their career and what they do every day. So another thing that I could see here is that if this person doesn't have a career, they could be a stay-at-home mom, depending on like what type of soulmate this is, and they're not always going to be romantic. This could be somebody that's a friend, but they could also be someone who stays at home and cares for other people. So, more to the physical description. Sorry, I kind of went here, then here, then here. But, so with the cross and the tree can indicate somebody who might be a little bit, have broader shoulders or just kind of prominent shoulders. Good posture, or I'm sorry, this is good posture. They're both tall, so I get them confused. This is this is tallness, this is good posture. This is wide shoulders. This is, this can also indicate a person's eye color too. They might be also quite healthy, because the tree does represent health. And I'm thinking green or hazel, though, because we've got the leaves here as well, and that does represent the eye color sometimes. But with this, we're seeing somebody who might just have a very rigid posture, a very stern, not necessarily have to be stern, but like, I'm just thinking somebody who's got a really good posture, shoulders back, chest out, maybe like, jaw, chin out too. So we're looking at somebody who's got that type of, the way they stand. So let's get some charms and some letters for this person's name. What letters could this person's name start with? I'll take these. Hopefully they're not all Z. And then some charms to indicate more things about the personality. I gotta use this lid. Oh my gosh, I pulled a whole lot here. Now I'm seeing these guys here. I've got the pants. I have pants in here. All right, sheep. Okay. So we've got E, N, U, and O for potential names. We've got the tail here. This person might tell stories. This could be somebody who is divorced or has, maybe widowed. That's another thing. We've got this conch shell here, so that's a very spiritual symbol. So this person could have a very strong understanding of their own spirituality. We've got this shield. So again, we are looking at sort of that scorpionic, like defensive silence in some ways. So this person might be hard to break through too. We've got oak, so there's wisdom here. We have the baseball bat, and so this person might like games of any kind. It could be video games, it could be baseball itself, it could be sports, something like that. But it does look like this person could be enjoy games or have a competitive spirit. These here kind of indicate that this person could work in an area where they have a uniform. These are pants. So they might be someone who wears a uniform. And this turtle here indicates someone who might be quite patient, actually. They might have a very long fuse. And with sheep, we are possibly seeing that this person has a connection with a larger group is one thing. Somebody that might bring you into their group, because sheep usually travel in packs. What is it called? Herds, not packs. They travel in herds, so you could be looking at something like that as well, someone who's got a group that you can find them in. So that is your reading, group 2. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think their name might be. Do you know this person already? I would love to know, and I would love to hear from you. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'm going to move on to group 3. Hi, group 3. So, who is your soulmate? What do they look like? So we've got Virgo Mercurius, which is Mercury. We've got Alchemist, Storyteller. We've got the King of Wands, Page of Wands, Study, Music, and we have the Book and the Key from the Lenormand deck. And then after that, I'm going to get some initials, and I'm going to get some charms. So, what do I see? So, first, right out of the gate, we've got Virgo. And then we got Mercury. So this person is highly intellectual, very smart, may have a mind that is running a mile a minute. They may be on the nervous side because they've got so much Mercury in their chart possibly that they are just sort of like, just kind of going. So I think that this person could have a little bit of anxiety just for the sheer nature of all this energy of overthinking. So this could be somebody that might stumble on their words but be really good with them, though, so like if they're nervous, you might be able to tell. But when they're more relaxed, I think this person's really great at speaking, probably can express themselves super, super well. Virgo is interesting because we've got a carer, someone who cares. I usually see Virgo as the sign of, nurses, doctors, I wouldn't say therapist, nutritionist. What else? Therapists, nutritionists. These are also people that are very comfortable doing the grunt work. They don't mind not getting total praise or being recognized. Virgo people are usually comfortable just going through the day, doing things, what most of us would say going through the motions. This person probably enjoys that sort of thing. So they like going to work. They like doing little nit-noi, detail-oriented work. They might be very detail-oriented themselves. And I think that for some of you, they could be quite, some of these people could be researchers or scientists or people that, investigative journalists too. Those are very detail-oriented people, very mercurial. Whatever the case is, this person knows a lot and speaks a lot, and they can gather information like nobody else. I think that they're probably, they might have a really high IQ, or at least a great curiosity and, just a general interest in learning too, just on the nature of these signs. What else? What am I looking at? I'm like, where do I start next? We'll go to alchemist. So alchemist says transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And then it says shadow attribute, misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. I don't know if that's going to apply to anybody, but I'm just going to say it. For the most part, I think we're looking at that transformation of base motives into goals and golden wisdom. So I think this person does kind of transform things. This person could be an editor. They take something that's a piece of coal and they turn it into something that is gold. They combine things to create a new idea. They might synthesize things. This could be very science-based. Maybe they're in chemistry. That's another thing that you could see here, is this person could be in the sciences like chemistry or physics even. We have storyteller. It says ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. The shadow attribute is making up tales that harm others. I'm kind of feeling this person, they might not be a gossiper, but they might talk a little bit about people. Like normally when I'm seeing these shadow attributes, I'm like, I don't think that's true. But this one, I'm like, I think this person does talk about people. Like I'm looking at him like, this seems right. It's mostly harmless though. I think that they kind of have a lot of information on everybody. So they're kind of more spilling the beans about people because they know it. It's like, oh, I know this information, so I have to tell somebody. Otherwise, why do I know it? So there could be that attribute to this person, as they might gossip a tad. But this person could also be a storyteller, like somebody that is maybe they're kind of nerdy. Actually, they like fan fiction or something. Maybe they like to write stories about their favorite characters, their favorite books, to kind of continue on the field, continue on the story after it's over. So that might be somebody who does that sort of thing for a hobby. I'm also thinking, though, because we have study here in music, this person could be a musician, but I think that this person is actually quite young for most of you. We do have the King of Wands here, so that's something, but I feel like this person could be in school, or they could be a teacher as well. That's definitely somebody who has to tell stories. It could be like an English lit professor or something, and that's why they would have to talk a lot here. And Virgo's not necessarily always science. It could very well be, literature. I think Virgos probably make a really good teacher because they have, a great vast amount of knowledge, and they can know a lot of little facts and things to kind of tie everything together. So I think that they'd make an excellent teacher. So that could be what we're looking at there is what they do for a living. But it does say study. It says reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So I do think that this person, for the most of you, might be some kind of researcher, or somebody who's in college to research. We have music. It says your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Mercurial means that, a lot of different interests, right? So I'm thinking that this person might have a lot of different hobbies. They might be quite the Renaissance man or woman, so they might be good at a whole lot of things. They may have such an interest in everything that they probably know a little bit about everything. So now I do mention Virgo here, but this person could easily be a Gemini with this amount of thinking and this amount of knowledge. So, journalism isn't off the table either. They could very well be a journalist. So what do they look like? So this is going to be covered here. I've got King of Wands representing the male version of this person, and if it's a female for some of you, then we got the Page of Wands to represent this. So they're both wands. I picked these by random. I didn't plan it this way, but they're both wands. So these people are most likely going to be fair-skinned, like me. Some of you might actually have a redhead. But as far as their ages go, I think that if it's a man that you're running into, this could be showing us that this person is probably between 35 and 35 up, because a king can be any age, right? After that, they're usually wiser and older. So we're looking at somebody who's 35, middle age and older for males. And for females, this is a younger person. I'm thinking that I normally say for Paige, it's like 20 to 35 because it represents a woman. The knight is the male version of that if we're looking at identifiers. So it's 20 to 35, just like I say with the knight is 20 to 35. But I think this person could be younger than you. This is just coming through here. So we could be looking at sometimes it can be a peer is another way to see this as well. But for the most part, I'm looking at younger, like maybe 17 or 18, depending if you guys are just in college, just starting. This person might be that age. And if you're older, they could be anywhere between 20 and 35. Over here, we have a descriptor here. We've got key and we've got book. So key and book. Book is indicating this person could have glasses. They could be kind of bookish looking. They might not have a whole lot of body mass on them. They could be kind of skinny. And you can see that in the key as well. Key can indicate somebody who's not particularly heavy. They're very slim. They might have curvy aspects to them. So if it's a woman, she might be thin with a curvy behind. If it's a man, this might just kind of indicate that sort of, we'll call it skinny fat. It's the only way I can describe it is where the person's kind of they're not very muscular. They're kind of squishy, but they're not overweight. We'll say that. But with this book, this person could carry around books. They could be seen with books. They could be somebody that looks like they read a lot of books. Oh, so we're looking at maybe somebody who dresses a little nerdy, bow tie, sweater vest, something like that. Whatever. I don't know if that's even considered nerdy anymore, that sort of style. But whatever nerdy would look like to you, I think that would kind of come up in this description here. So let me take some charms and some letters. Please show me some letters for group 3's person's name. Did I get a blank? No, I didn't. Okay. And then I'm going to get some charms to describe this person a little better. Okay. That one didn't fall in the center, so I'm taking that out. Okay, interesting. We got the music note again. Look at that. So we've got S, we got W, we've got U, we've got E. So these could be any one of their names, their initials for first or last. We've got tree. So again, we're looking at someone who could be working in healthcare. We got butterfly. So that's indicating this person has probably undergone a transformation of some kind. We've got Aquarius, so that's, again, very scientific. It's an air sign, so it's very much about, thinking and communicating. And, we have another air sign here, Libra. So a lot of air energy here. So Libra indicates somebody who was born in September or October. Aquarius is someone who is born from, I think, my brain, hang on, January to February. So they could be quite smart, quite educated. I've noticed that people who are Aquarian, they know a lot about one topic. A Gemini or a Virgo might know a lot about a lot of different topics, but for some reason, Aquarians, every time I've met them, they've had one real passionate focus, like World War II or something like that, or like Star Trek or something, where they really focus on that, and it's like they know everything about it. So this person might have a personality kind of like that. Libran personality is very focused on, I wouldn't say very focused on relationships, but, you know, here I am doing relationship readings, so, okay, I guess I'm a stereotype. But they also like justice and fairness and commerce and art and beauty and things like that. They like interpersonal relationships with other people. And they like fairness and all that stuff. So, and balance and harmony. Actually, they like balance. They don't have it, though. These people are usually messes. I'm sorry. But yeah, we've got the I don't know the name of this. Okay, music people. What is the name of it? Is it the triple clef, double clef, one clef, a clef of some kind? I don't know. Let me know what that's called, because I don't know. But it looks like this is also indicating a love of music or a proficiency in music. So, and this one came in too. This person might be interested in entomology, in a study of insects. So yeah, that's your soulmate group 3. Let me know if you know this person already. Do you know what these initials stand for? I'd love to hear back from you. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will move on to group 4. Hi, group 4. I hope you guys don't mind. I put the fan on. It's very stuffy in here, and with all the lights on me, I'm just like sweltering right now. So I hope you guys don't mind hearing that. I hope I don't have to redo the whole video. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. So, hi, group 4. This is your reading. Who is your soulmate and what do they look like? So, I'm going to start with these. I've got some descriptors here, and then I've got some letters to figure out some initials, and then we've got some charms here that we can see. Maybe we can get some more detail. So, what do we have here? We've got Leo, Mars. We got Healer, Monk / Nun, King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, School, Flowers, the Ring. I know it's a handshake here, but there's Ring for Lenormand, and then the Crossroads. So, this person, honestly, they're just, I think this person is very beautiful. I'm not even really looking at the physical attributes yet, but I just get this crazy vibe that this person is like drop dead gorgeous, and like a female sort of way. So sorry everyone who's looking for guys, he's ugly. No, I'm just kidding. But for some reason, if this person is a woman for you, this person is gonna be like something else, like a stunner. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's just the feeling is beautiful. But Leo is this beautiful sign. It's about creativity, expression, playfulness. It's about children. It's about just all sorts of fun, the pleasures of life, the enjoyment of life. I mean, this is the 5th house too. I'm sort of wrapping into this, but Leo itself is this type of sign that is very loyal, very expressive, very centered. Like people kind of like gather around these types because they've got natural leadership qualities. They're very they're fire sign, of course. So there is this energetic sort of aspect about them. It is very hard to outshine Leos. I know several Leo risings, and they are probably the most popular people that I know. So I think this person is probably has a lot of people that appreciate them. They have a lot of friends. I think that they're well liked. I think that this person could be quite creative, though, expressive, either theatrically or as a performance artist, or they could possibly be expressive through visual art, too. For Leos, I usually get the sense that they're more performance, but, that's to say that they don't have other things in their chart indicating fine arts. But either way, this person's quite creative. So they might have something that they do where they make things. They could be a crafter of some kind. They could make YouTube videos. They could do any number of things, but whatever it is, if they're not making something, this person probably doesn't feel whole just a little bit. Now, I don't see that this person is necessarily like that's their job. This might be one of those people that has a lot of hobbies on the side. Or not really a lot of them, just one really dedicated hobby that they really adore. Whether that's like community theater or whatever. But we have Mars here as well. So we're adding to this energy. Mars likes to be in Leo. It's a fire sign. So, Mars is allowed to be its active self there. So it's a little bit of a hero, though. I would say that if you find yourself standing up for things, because right now it is Mars and Leo season, so if you find yourself standing up for this or that, or standing up for your beliefs, or just trying to be the hero or the savior, that's the kind of energy this person probably has. So they might be the person that's okay with getting in fights with people if they feel it's for a good cause. They might advocate for other people. They like to come in and maybe be the person that saves the day, but the hero generally gets the focus on them. So we don't know if it's for like an actual charitable reason, or if this person just wants to be the one to save the day. Who knows? It's not necessarily a bad thing. Hey, this person's here for you regardless. So I think that there's a lot of good qualities to this person. Now, Leos are great with hair. I've seen a lot of Leos have really big, thick hair. Leo risings specifically have a lot of hair. This person doesn't have to be a Leo, by the way. This could be, just anybody who kind of embodies these. They could have a lot of fifth house. They could have a lot of things. But I know Libras have big hair, like thick hair as well. Libra risings do. So that's another thing. We could be looking at that. And they also have a general interest in arts as well. So you could be looking at that sort of thing there. And actually, Leos and Libras get along very well. So and I think because there's some certain similarities with them, and I think that's kind of like why they like each other. So this person could easily be a Libra too. Let's see here. So we have healer, and I'll read this for you. It is passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Yeah, so maybe they could be focusing on... See, I see school here, but I think this person, they could be studying for this. So maybe they want to heal people or help people in some kind of way. Some people... I'm getting a sense that this person could also, for some of you, be in like a beautician or barber or hairdresser or something like that, only because I'm getting this intuitive. I'm just looking at this intuitively. It's sort of coming out to me. Shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So, again, we are getting this kind of like selfless healer vibe. Hopefully they're not always doing that, or someone who might burn the candle at both ends. And we kind of have that too with this monk nun thing. It says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit, negative judgment and of the physical world, excess piety. So this person could be quite spiritual as well. And maybe they find some kind of spiritual connection through creation is something, so maybe they do artwork that's very spiritual, or they may have make music that is very spiritual. As far as what this person does with their whole day, I've got school and flowers. Let's see. So school, the answer is that you're seeking. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. I think this is probably just referencing this person's a student, and that's what they do with their day. They go to school. Now, for some of you, though, if this person is not a student, it'll be different for all of you. That's why this is a very general reading. So for some of you, it is a student. For others, this person could be a kindergarten teacher or somebody that teaches children. And that's why school is coming up here, because they might have like an art teacher. They could be an art teacher. Flowers. It says working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. I'm getting flowers here. I think that beauty and creativity is going maybe expressed through gardening or landscaping or making floral arrangements too. Or this could be saying this person has a part-time job at edible arrangements and they're making bouquets out of pineapple. That's another thing. So what does this person look like? we've got ring. Well, these two here, actually. I'll go here first because these are indicating people that, you know, this is the male version, this is a female version, depending on who you meet. So if it's a man, this is the King of Pentacles. This is an older man. This is a dark-skinned person. Pentacles are usually indicating somebody who's got dark skin. So it could be olive, but it could, for the most part, you know, you could have African descent. I know Middle Easterners can get quite dark. People in India can get quite dark. So that could be, you know, the ethnicity that they could be coming from. The King of Pentacles is an older, mature person. So if this person's a man, they're going to be about 35 and up, I would say. Just because the king is mostly, he's mature, and, you know, I feel like most people come into their maturity at least by 35. So I think it's that and upward. Page of Pentacles is here representing the female of the Pentacles suit. Pages are usually androgynous, so that's why I'm attributing it to females. But Page of Pentacles is a younger female, so somebody who's 20, I would say, you know, depending on how young you are, if it makes sense for someone to be like 17, then I'd say that this person is like 17, 18, 19. If that's your age group, they're probably that age. If you are above that, this person could be in their 20s to 30, 20 to 35 for females. So I know it's kind of weird because you're like, what? They turned into the king, but no. Page is a female, queen is a female. That goes one step up. King is the one step up from knight. So for males. So that's how I've got this going. So so this is a step down from that. So somebody who's either in their 20s up to 35. This can also indicate just somebody who's older than you or someone that's younger than you by significant amount too. If you're not like sure about these age groups, then this person could be significantly younger than you or significantly older. So for physical attributes, we've got the ring, and then we've got the crossroads. For some of you, this is someone with two-toned hair, and it could be quite noticeable, especially since we have Leo here. So this could be somebody who's got like blue streaks, red streaks, something like that. They might have jet black hair and then like have red streaks, blue streaks, whatever. This can also indicate somebody that might have naturally two-toned hair, so they could have like a white streak in it. Maybe some of them are going gray prematurely. You got like silver fox vibes there, Anderson Coopery. Or you could be getting somebody that might just have like strawberry blonde highlights in their hair as well. Ring indicates roundness. So this could be somebody who's got a very round face, a very cute face. They could have a round body in certain places. So it's a woman, hopefully she's got the roundness in all the right places. If it's a man, it's probably going to say that his face is a little bit rounder. He might have rounded shoulders, something like that. So we're just seeing roundness. Now this also can indicate jewelry as well. So this person could be someone who really, really appreciates their jewelry, like wears gold chains, necklaces, earrings, rings, all that. So there might, and they might have good taste, like strikingly good taste in jewelry. This isn't going to just be some boring hoops. This person has like notable pieces of jewelry on them. So let's get some letters that this person's name could possibly start as. These are the initials. And then I'm going to look at some charms here, see if we can get further descriptors. Oh no, did I tie this bag shut? I hope I didn't. No, please. All right. Oh boy, I always get a lot that not toothpaste. Some of these charms, man. Okay, I think this person could possibly have a very tight schedule because we do have this white rabbit. Oh, come on, 2 ends. 1 second. I can't put it down because it's the top of it. One more to replace the N, please. E. No, come on, guys. Another E. E again. Okay, guys. E is very prominent here, and I wish it would stop. Can I get one that isn't N or E, please? Why? Okay, well, I'll keep all the E's here. Maybe that's auspicious. Anyway. Oh, shoot. Okay. Get it together, Liz. All right. Okay. So, we've got Umbrella, we've got Scorpio, we've got Pisces. So I think this person could have water in their chart as well. I know we're talking about Leo and all that stuff, but the chart is made up of a lot of different things. So this person could be a Leo somewhere, and they could also be a Pisces somewhere else. So we could be looking at somebody who's very sensitive, very empathetic, somebody who is maybe a little bit psychic. You know, we also have Scorpio here, so there's the witchy, watery vibes of Scorpio, and then the spiritual, sensitive aspect of Pisces. So this person could be interested in the occult. They could be interested in, spiritual healing and all that sort of jazz. So that's. Some aspect of them will probably be very prominent as the water traits. Wise. This person's got the oak leaf, so this is somebody who's quite wise as well. I don't get the sense that this person's necessarily a social butterfly, though, because we've got the clamshell. So in my symbol dictionary, this kind of means somebody who is not totally ready to open all the way, like not ready to open up to people easily. And that can be a trait of Scorpio as well, is kind of being a little reserved. We've got a lot of fixed energy here, so this person likes to do things for the long term, most likely. We've got the white rabbit here, so that indicates this person could be short on time or have a very rigid schedule. We've got umbrella, so for me this means clouds. It's the clouds for the Lenormand in my symbology here. So this is someone that could be very foggy, dreamy. They may smoke, maybe. They could also be someone that's not always really clear or upfront, someone that you have a difficulty grasping or understanding. And that's also a nature of Pisces as well, as they might be very creative but also hard to pin down. They could also enjoy escapism, is another thing we're seeing here. Is just an avoidance, like not being upfront. This person is maybe not very direct, despite having this Martian energy here. This person could be very indirect or do things kind of subversively, actually, because you've got this Scorpio aspect too. So like scorpionic people, when they got Mercury there, they can be kind of like investigators, like private eyes. So we're seeing a lot of stuff going on in the background. So I think this is a very complex person with a lot of different facets to themselves, their personalities, their life. I think that you'll be consistently surprised with them. There's always something different. And then there, of course, is toothpaste here. That could mean this person, maybe they're interested in being a dental hygienist. This can also mean that maybe they got a really nice smile, good teeth. That's another thing. So that's what I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, also, sorry, toothpaste is also indicating somebody who cares about their self-appearance, so they take care of themselves, like, brushing their teeth, doing their hair, makeup, stuff like that. So that is what I got for you. Let me know if you know what the heck all these E's are about, or the N's. It's a little bit weird. Let me know if you know this person already. I'd love to hear about it. And I want to thank you for watching Group 4. Thank you for watching if you stayed through the whole video. I do appreciate your support. And like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of it. So I'll see you later. Bye now.